up? It's Montori here. Today we are in City Walk Skatepark in Birmingham, Alabama. I drove 2 hours out here. Funny enough, this park, although it's in a different state, is closer to me than some parks in Georgia. I'm super excited to check out this park. And guys, I gotta be honest with you, this is a large one. So stay tuned in. I'm gonna give you guys the real deal as if you were walking here. I wanna let you guys see what it looks like when you were to walk up on it. See what the obstacles, the gaps look like. I'm gonna give you guys the full experience because this is why we're here. So let's get into this thing, man. First, to get the quality of life things out of the way, they have a skating rink here, okay? So this is on the right of the actual park that's over there. They have a nice hill here. I think you can go in here. They have like a little rock climbing deal over there as well. Yeah, here are all the activities they have. You can read these if you would like. This is where we are at the skate park. And they also do have a bathroom around the corner. So when you're first walking in, you have this right here. You don't have to pay, but you do have to sign a waiver to get in. It's free. Also, side note, I'm recording this a little later, but they do have helmets that you can rent here for $250. They have like snacks and things in there as well, but yeah, helmets are $250. $2.50 for rentals for the day. Yeah. And these are the park hours. So here's the entrance to the park, and yeah guys, we got a lot to cover, so let's do it. So I'm gonna start off on the left here, and we're gonna make a big circle, and we're gonna make our way back up here, all right? So let's do it. So starting off, you have this ledge here, as you can see, that goes onto another ledge, and it kind of banks out at the end, kind of, if you want to ride that. Then you have like this huge wide 3-stair on the left. Check her out. 1, 2, 3. Check that out. And this goes down into this quarter. I give it about 4 feet. And that's the ledge we were talking about right there. This 3-stair. And we're gonna head down towards this volcano. So right here we have a cool little volcano. And then in the middle, we have 2 mani pads, which is really nice. Check her out. Of course, you got the ledge on the both that you can grind. You have a ledge right here. It's kind of like a ledge and a bench. Beautiful. Then right here, you have another quarter pipe. I still don't know what that gap's called. Somebody please let me know. But you have this quarter pipe, has metal coping on it. I'll say it's about 4 feet. And we're gonna swing around this way to the right. See, that's where we started. So we're gonna come around here to this area. We have a bank right here. We have a ledge in the middle. All of this banks off with a 1, 2, 3 stair. Got a nice mani pad deal here. That also comes down on this bank. And you have this huge ledge area right here as well. Look at that, you can grind it, you can come up here. This also goes into a bank. Sick. It kind of quarters off, little quarter pipe there. Pretty steep. And you have like a normal cement ledge right there. Yeah. Continuing on from where I showed you guys, you have a round rail right here on this bank that goes up onto this platform with a nice freaking sweet ledge right here. It all connects into the stair. Man, look at that. You can gap off of that, that's sick. And it goes into a 1, 2, 3, 4 stair. They're all grindable and all skatable. It rolls off into a bank. And we're gonna keep straight as promised. Of course, you have a platform up here that you can grind, you can skate on. You have that cool ledge right here that's all grass. I like that, that's cool. You can see some guys actually grinded this and it came out. No way. But you have a bank right here that has 2 narrow flat bar rails. You also have another bank on the left, and this goes down a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stair with a nice little quarter pipe right here. We'll say it's about 5.5 feet. And there's also coping all the way down. And this goes off into a bank with this nice quarter here. This always reminds me of a plow truck when I see this. But yes, it has a ledge that you can also grind, and in the middle, all bank material with a rounded rail in the middle with a kink at the top. And this bank has a flat ground spot that you can roll over. And this one, not so much. Go ahead and roll down. And this is on this ledge right here. It's like a 2-part ledge. Pretty sick. It's like everything's grindable here. All right, so continuing from that area we just showed you guys, we were all over there with the ledges. So I backtracked to show you this spot. It's like a mani pad and a ledge. And also has another ledge that's connected right there. We're gonna keep it moving. You have a huge little area right here. You can just kind of coast and chill. Pretty sweet. You have a low round rail in the middle. You got this ledge right here over this area that we just looked at. See, it banks off. You're out. Keep on going. Of course, you have more ledge on the outside of the park, which is dope. Comes into a mani pad. It's about 2 feet high, maybe 1 foot. Yeah, 1 foot high. You got this ledge right here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Look how that's designed. All grindable. This goes into this quarter. Look at that, goes all the way around. And from that quarter pipe over there that we looked at, as you can see, this all goes into a bank, into a mani pad up there. We were just over there. So you have a nice mani pad right here. Ooh. Nice little quarter. Get some momentum going to go down that way. Really nice. Check her out. It also rolls off, or you can choose the quarter to start. Of course, it has its own platform, and it's all connected to a ledge right here. Goes around into a bit of a 1, 2, 3 stair. Obviously, don't gap off this way. You're gonna hit this pillar. There you are. Turning around, we have a quarter up here. I say it starts off at about 4 feet, goes down to about 3. And you just have a little stair set. I guess you could just chill here, relax, get the street view, you know? Here's an overview of everything we've covered so far. All right, from that quarter I showed you guys, of course you have this huge area that we just covered. You can also take this ramp, and this goes into a new section. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up here, and I'm actually gonna turn around that way, and then we're gonna tour it from that point forward. All right, let's do it. So starting all the way in the back as promised, one, you have this quarter pipe here that's kind of connected to this pillar, as you can see. And this comes all the way around into a ledge in the corner. I guess it was kind of like just something to do, since there's so much free space over here. So you have a quarter pipe that leads onto that platform, but we're going to get into that after we check out this bowl. Check out this sweet bowl right here, dude. What? This bowl is awesome. It's not intimidating. It's not too high. It's pretty shallow. I'll say it's about 4 feet. Let's head in here. So this is the inside of this bowl right here. Yeah, I'll say it's about 4 feet, maybe a little over 4 feet. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too huge. I love it. You can just kind of come in here and chill, you know? Heading out of this bowl, you guys seen I showed you this little quarter from that corner over there. So let's go ahead and walk up here. And what do you know? A gosh dang pump track. What? We gotta hit this thing. This goes into this really nice quarter right here. This is a great place to learn how to do roll-ins, wouldn't you say? Look at that. And turning around, this is really dope. You have a quarter that leads into the pump track. What? No way. Check that thing out. On the opposite end of the pump track, you can see that's where the quarter was. Goes into this curve right here. You can see the opposite perspective. Let that guy go. Very nice. You have a nice little ledge here that you can mess around on. That's next to the pump track. And as promised, I told you guys we started in the back. We walked up that ramp, started in the back, and now we're gonna head this way. As you can see, that quarter there is connected to that pillar. Covered all of this in the beginning when we first came in. So depending on where you wanna start, whether if it's the beginning or you can head into this pool right here. No drop in. A lot of people must have gotten hurt here. It's possible, but people must have gotten hurt. All right, so we have a pool. So I guess you can't drop in on the deep end right there. Correction, you can drop in on the small end. It said no drop in because if you see at the top, there's actually a hole from the way the pool was built. So you can drop in. But you can drop in on this end, I'm assuming. We're gonna head in here. I'll say the height of this is like, what? I'll say 5 feet. Not too bad, let's go in. So this is the inside of the pool. I'm on the small end. The audio sounds weird in here, by the way. So this is the small end of the pool. I give it 5 feet and then I'm gonna head into the deep end. I have my board on me. Woo! And this is the deep end. I see why people say don't drop in. It is pretty steep. It's easy to get hurt in here. There you go. Overview of that pool. One more bowl to cover, but first, let me cover this ledge right here. It's a pretty long ledge. And you have a platform into the bowl, and this ledge curves. And on the small end, we have a, what are we gonna call it? What are we gonna call it? What are we gonna call it? Maybe like a 5 foot drop in. Heck yeah. Let's head in. Here's the initial drop in. Okay, that may be like 6 or 7 feet. Maybe 6. And as you can see, there's like a platform, long wall, bank kind of deal. I don't know what to call that, but there's 2 sides of it. And then it's about a foot higher right here. I'll say this is 7 feet. Check her out. Goes back into 6. And I'll say this is what? From the top to the bottom, this is probably about 9 feet. And then from that end on down, we'll give it, shoot. I can give it 11 or 12. Not bad. And I think the coolest thing about this bowl, it leads into that. You can air over. Or you could drop in here and air out that way and go down. Love to see it. We also have a ledge here on this end as well. It's an overview of the bowl. Overview of the pool. scooters are allowed here only if they're the pro grade scooters, and bikes are allowed here as well as long as they don't have gears. I'm not a biker, I don't know why that makes a difference. Maybe that's to avoid mountain bikes or something, I don't know. But this was City Walk Skatepark in Birmingham, Alabama. This is a great park. The flooring is really, really smooth, so you'll have some good balance skating here if you don't already, because yeah, you can slip real nice. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me know if there's a park that I haven't viewed yet that you guys want me to check out. I'll be more than happy to get there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Y'all be safe, much love, peace. Yeah.